All right, today we are going to talk about the AP practice test, which also the real test from 2014 is question number 4. It's a designing question, um, free response. So let's look at the background first. So this question requirement state that it's supposed to create a launch counter, which we can see here in the picture, originally from the College Board stimulus material of the released 2014 real exam. We can see this class relation chart, which there are 4 class have the same level: class trio, class drink, class salad, and class sandwich, and they all implementing the same interface menu item. So I also state in the College Board information that it allow the customers to create the trio object variable, which as explained by the College Board as a combination of 2 objects from the 3 other classes, which have the sort of lower price values. Also, as we can see here, so if we choose cheeseburger, spinach salad, and orange soda, so the combination of trio shall be salad and drink, since they have the lower values, and we'll talk about that later. And here are some given sources of direct code from the College Board. We can see the declaration of the 3 types of object variables: sandwich, salad, and drink. And also we can see the trio, sort of the the 3 object variables stay in the certain order, so it can compile without error. And the College Board also gave 2 examples that will compile with error. And also we can see here the location in the the project of the 2 methods we're supposed to write: get name and get price, which the get price is a double and the string is for the get name, so it's supposed to return a string for the get name method and the double for the get price method. So the requirement from the College Board state that to write a whole trio class, which include a constructor and the 2 getting method at least. And also it gave hint of that the price of the trio is the sum of the 2 wait, here I make a correction. It's supposed to be the 2 highest priced item. So the constructor will take the 3 parameters and will giving certain values, so it can be either to put all the code into the constructor, or you can put all the codes into the 2 accessor method. Depends on personal mind. And we can see here is a official solution 1 from the College Board. So the first line of the code being given as public class trio implements menu item, the interface name, the class name is public, and we can see the 3 private object variables: sandwich, salad, and drink, with no values being shown, so just declaration. And we can see here is a normal standard constructor. So we have the value sandwich as, salad, so, and drink D from another class probably. The sandwich as should be from the class sandwich, and so should be from class salad, and D should from class drink. And well, in the official solution, the 3 other classes didn't show. So in my example of JGraphs, I retyped the I gave the 3 other classes, so it'll compile and run without errors. So as we can see, the first solution didn't put the main code into the constructor. The constructor just given certain values for the 3 object variables. But we can see that in the getName method, so we can see the return. So actually, the return statement contain all the producing process of the value for the variable name. So it should be put in a certain order. So it should be the name of sandwich, name of salad, and name of the drink, and also the string trail. And we can see here also should be ensured that it's a string message, so the return value should be a string. And we can see here is a public double get price, and it declare and initial the 3 local double variables, which will connect to the get price method of in the 3 object classes, also implementing the interface. And after the 3 variables being declared and initiated, so it's a comparison of the 3 price values. And from the previous slide, I said that the price of the trail is the sum of the 2 highest priced elements in the trail, so which is what it's part to be. Giving the 3 possibilities, if else, have 3 return statements, so it'll always return something without error. And we can see here is a solution 2 also from the College Board. The difference is that instead of declaring the 3 object variables as private into the class, it just declares the name and price. Also, we can see that the code all being put into the. So as we can see that the accessor method are really simple with just return name and return price, and we can see all the other codes from the accessor method of the previous examples all put into the public trail method with no separations. And we can see here is the grading example of the College Board for this question. So we can see, all right, so we are going to analyze the grading chart of from the College Board. And we can see the class title is worth for 1 point. Public class trail implements manual item. So we have to know the implements. And also the 3 or 2 private variables, either 3 object private variables or just 1 string and 1 double private variables. And also the header of the constructor will worth for 1 point. Need to be pay attention. It should be in specific order of sandwich, salad, and drink. And as we can see, this works for another point. So. Also, the method handler of public string get name with no parameters, just empty parentheses, and the public double practice also no parameter, blank parentheses. And also we have to use the parentheses. It may cause points deduction if we don't have. But certain like semicolons are not that important. And also it says return the construct name string in get name and return double value in get price. Return compute, so it need to be enough accurate to get a full point. So it says, well, it will get 1 point off if the default constructor called side effect. The side effect possibly means for the compile errors. So certain looking for if there are any errors or not. So that's it.